and gentlemen, another day in another training camp practice in the books for the LA Chargers. And what I wanted to do in this video was kind of hyper focus on the Chargers. They're the only team going through training camp right now. So we're going to cover everything you need to know from 7-on-7s to 11-on-11s. And I'm going to show you and tell you who is doing good. However, before we dive into the video, you're going to see some names at the top of your screen here. Go follow them on Twitter. I promise you guys will not regret it because they post these clips about 24 hours before I post them. So go give them a follow on Twitter X if you haven't already done so. Chargers Country is another one that does a great job. Go give them a follow. Okay, with that being said, let's break some down. So first thing we see here, you got Trey Harris, you got Will Dissly, you got Tyler Conklin, so we got at least 12 personnel. Right, I'm guessing there's probably a running back on the field somewhere. We'll see in a second. Let's actually go through this a little bit. So as this ball is snapped, looks like Kamani Vidal. We're going to find Tyler Conklin early. Now, I'm guessing they're going to run a lot of 11 and 12 personnel this season. Essentially, if you don't know what personnel is and what those numbers mean, okay, so let's break it down. So if you have 10 personnel, 1 running back, 0 tight ends, right? If you have 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. The second number is always going to represent the amount of tight ends in the football field. The first number is always the running backs. So if someone said you had 22 personnel, 2 running back, 2 tight end set. This Charger team, they like to run the football. Now, they like having Will Dissly, Tyler Conklin, and I'm guessing, Gadsden, Oronde Gadsden, going to be on the field a lot for them in those 11, 12 personnel sets. Expect to see a lot of these this season for the Chargers. Here's a quick play. We get a handoff to this right side here with, I believe, Amarion Hampton. We're going to fake a throw to the left side, trying to get these third and second level defenders to bite in the other direction here. I believe the quarterback is Taylor Heinicke. So we hand the ball off. Nothing crazy there. Again, they're not really allowed to tackle. Definitely not allowed to bring down at all. Kind of just going into a two-hand touch. And that's where it gets ended there. 93 makes a play. That's Agbanya, I believe his name is. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. But good player for them on the interior of the defensive line. More of a 2-3 technique than a 0-1 technique. But yeah, there's Amarion Hampton for you running with that second team offense with Taylor Heinicke. Here's another play. Taylor Heinicke is currently the quarterback. They're going to be running what we like to call a bootleg out to this right side off the play action. Usually when you're in a bootleg, you're in a full slide for the offensive line, which means everybody's getting to the left side, trying to sell the run to the left, right? Now, when you do this bootleg, right, your field is essentially cut down into a third. You're not throwing across the body, so you're not going in that direction. So it really limits where you can throw this football. So as Heinicke stops, he realizes, okay, I have about 2 routes that I can really throw right now. Ends up lobbing one up there, and they get a big time interception by the defense. Now, this is something we saw a little bit yesterday. The defense won a couple of matchups. Let me see if I can figure out who that was. So I can't see a number who intercepted that ball, but if you guys can see it in the comments, you guys can let me know. But great interception there by the defense, and you can see the whole sideline going crazy. This is the energy that they're gonna need going into the season, man. Forcing some turnovers. Look at the defensive sideline. Love it. Another big time play. Also, big shout out to Jason Delgado. He puts all of these little highlights out on X or Twitter, so make sure you guys go follow him. Without him, these videos are just not possible to make, as well as all of the other reporters out there as well. But here's one. Taylor Heinicke drops back. We're going to get an in route over the middle. He's going to cross face of the linebacker here, and you're going to see Taylor Heinicke kind of fit this into a window. Now, as we see, you don't want to lead him into this guy, so the ball should probably be like right here. Beat him perfectly and have him sit right, but ball's a little bit behind him. Ultimately, Darius Davis does actually catch it. Great body control, great adjustment there to get back to the football and make a nice catch through contact right there. Beautiful job. Another big time play here by the defense. Henley makes a play. We're going to see Ladd on an in over the middle. QJ's on an in over the middle. And as QJ starts to take this defense downhill, all these guys are doing are reading the eyes of the quarterback. Now, Justin Herbert is staring down over at Ladd McConkey, which tells these linebackers, yeah, he's not going to QJ over here. He wants to throw the ball here. So Henley reads this like a book, jumps it, and gets the interception in the other direction. That's what happens when you maybe stare down a receiver a little bit too much there. But again, Herbert will clean that up. He'll be just fine. Nothing really to worry about. But hey, the defense came out here at about, what, 3 interceptions in one 11-on-11 period. They were everywhere. And now, before we break down any more of yesterday's practice, make sure you guys do me a big favor. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so. If we can get over 400 likes on this video, we will be posting a Chargers video and update throughout the entirety of training camp and preseason. So if you want more of these videos, hit the like button. But most importantly, make sure you guys subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. Now, like I said, we got you guys covered throughout every single practice and game, preseason, regular season. Got you guys covered. Join the family. Make sure you follow all the reporters. That way you guys can be up to date as well. And yeah, let's kind of dive back into the video. Watch the pick one more time. And he does a great job reading this thing, and then the hands to bring that thing in. Great job by Henley. One guy I've been wicked excited about seeing how he develops is Oronde Gadsden. Right here, gets a nice little out route. Actually runs a really good route. You see how he kind of slows down to the top like he might block. He waits for his outside receiver to break over the middle, and then boom, quick out to the sideline. Great job by Gadsden. I feel like he really is dramatic when it comes to route running, which is exactly what you need to do here. I mean, breaks free, and then boom, stops on a dime. Maybe ends up getting tackled there. Maybe he doesn't. Turns up the field, gets out of bounds. Maybe it was a 2-minute drill or something like that. But again, great route. Let's watch it again. Watch how slow he gets to the top. Boom, and then just breaks free. Great job. Gadsden, I think, would be a different type of player for them. All right, another really good play. This one to Ladd. We're going to get a corner route by Tre Harris. We're going to have KLS run a drag over the middle of the field. And then you're going to see Ladd have a late little out, just like Gadsden did on the last one. We're going to slow, get to the top of the route, and then boom, break out to the outside. Great job from Herbert putting it to the outside and allowing him to turn up the field and create a little bit more yards after the catch. Beautiful job once again by the offense. I feel like Herbert, Ladd, and these guys are really starting to click. What's cool about this play here is KLS is getting some reps with the first team, man. He has worked his way far up this depth chart early on, and I think he's only going to get better from here. We got another one from Herbert. Drops back, looking over the middle of the field. Ball gets deflected, trying to get QJ on an in-breaking route. Great job by the defense. Once again, man, they're just getting in the way. This one, I want to say that looks like 58. Marlowe Wax? I don't know. Let me see. Either 58 or 50. So I'm going to say it's Marlowe Wax, but it could also be someone else. Let me know in the comments. It could be Caleb Murphy. Let me know who that was in the comments down below. Saw another completion from Herbert to Tre Harris over the middle of the field here, right? Puts him in space, lets him, work after the catch as well. Overall, really good day at practice. No Mekhi Becton. He was out. He was trying to get that ring ceremony taken care of. He got the Super Bowl ring last night, so that was good for him. We also saw Raheem Rocket Sanders not at practice as well. That is more of a question mark. I'm not too sure what's going on there. We know Najee was put on the NFI list, the non-football injury list, so we'll see how he progresses. But overall, good day of practice. We got to see Tre Harris's first day out there. DeAndre Lambert-Smith is continuing to get reps to the first team. Zion Johnson was playing snaps at center. Bradley Bozeman at left guard. And ultimately, they're working, man. Don Haskins, Kamani Vidal, both getting reps to the first team alongside Amarion Hampton. So, good day of practice. RJ Mickens had a big play, I believe, at practice as well. So, loving his energy to the team. And with that being said, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.